like this do for you guys, getting the win on the road on Friday night in the SEC?
I'll tell you, Terry just said to me that was a good win. I said, hey, any win in the SEC is a good win. But some wins are better than others. And, to win a game that left-hander started for them, say we beat him. But we scored 3 runs off him. Nobody scored 3 runs off him at least his last 2 outings. I know that. His last 2 outings were 2-1 games, And he won one and lost one. But, it was just huge for us to get some runs off him. We got the clutch hit by Carey on early, and then Bo came through with a big 2-run homer. And then one thing we did with him, we weren't going up there taking pitches. He's only walked 6 or 7 batters all year. But man, we had some really tough at bats and forced him to work hard. So getting him out of the game was an important thing. Not that we did much with the kid they brought in. We had a couple errors that helped us there. But, just to get a lead and then to see your bullpen be able to hold the lead. You guys talked to Sweeney, I know, but probably the most important pitcher of the night was Caleb Jones coming in and getting those 2 outs with the bases loaded and 1 out, getting us off the field with were we winning at the time?
You guys were up 5-3.
We were still up at the time, yeah. So that was huge what he did. And then, what can I say about Brendan? He just came in and pitched phenomenal, 9 up, 9 down. I was glad we didn't have to face Reese again, especially if he would have been the tying run. So those other 2-run single was huge to give us a little breathing room.
Jake kind of settled in after that first inning, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
What did you make of his outing today in general?
In general, he competed hard. He was letting it rip. I don't know how many walks he had. 6 walks. That's a little bit too much. But I think some of that was maybe he was getting tired there in the 6th inning. Maybe left him in just a batter or so too much. But he had thrown up how many 4 shutout innings in a row, and that was going to be his last inning. But I was hoping he could get us through that inning, but obviously he ran into some trouble there. But I thought Jake competed really hard and did what he had to do to give his team a chance to win, which is his job.